Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your night to join me. I really appreciate that. Find some comfort and good old solace in the fact that your boy's here 4 times a night, holding it down, doing old school vlogs on a budget of $0. This is kind of, the epitome of what they call creativity from what they're telling me. I'm kind of new to the game, the YouTube game, but I've been in the game my whole life. I really appreciate you joining me. Honestly, it brings value to my life, obviously, because I am a happy guy when I start my video streams, and it's a really big part of who I'm becoming. And so, again, I would not have it any other way. And just when I think that like I'm getting like burned down, or I think to myself that the only incentive I have here is to be better. So we're gonna ride with that, right? That's my philosophy, I guess. And so tonight I want to talk about socialism. Okay, now socialism, right? Let's be clear here, to my audience, in that I am a social capitalist. There are over 500 videos on the channel. I encourage you to search through them. There are many videos which discuss this sort of new thing that I'm trying to start with, ideology as it concerns the collaboration of socialism and capitalism, but that's a little bit different. And tonight I want to talk just about socialism, and mostly for the first part of the video. Second part of the video, we'll get to some different stuff. But first, let's talk about this channel that I recently stumbled upon. Link in the description below. It's this young dude who, identifies as a socialist. And let me tell you, it's nice. It's nice to see young people, and furthermore, people my age, because we're just a little bit older and we should know a little bit better, as it concerns, the evolution of a really stagnant and static sort of current and modern political doctrine that we all have to live under. And I find it really cool when like young people, and again especially people my age, begin to give some serious thought into what the next step in our evolution is going to be as it concerns what will replace capitalism. Ultimately, is that fascism, or is it going to be socialism? Will it be more right leaning or more left leaning? And I kind of think that, I watched again, I'll put in a couple of links in the description below to this new person that I found on YouTube that I really think makes good content. And unfortunately, for him, in that regard, he's got like over 1 million subs or something, and the poor guy's getting ghost banned or whatever from AdSense revenue because American companies don't want to support the fact that the Israeli government is committing genocide, and that good old Uncle Sam is helping to make that happen, and how that's like a problem. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, some backlash from that. But hey, some support here from the guy who makes $0, does 4 streams a day, could care less about what Uncle Sam says about me, in that I feel Uncle Sam is always going to, if we can call it that, the American sort of driven idea, right, is challenge. Being an American is challenging authority. It's not submitting to authority. And while it's not to the extent of the very treasonous January 6th insurrection, it is a, vocal point in that it's time to discuss how to fix what is clearly broken. If it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's broken, get something brand new. But for all of us, because we're human beings, right, and we're so stuck on the past, it's just sort of like the hybridization of the conversion from democracy or capitalism to socialism is something that is going to require a middle step. And ultimately, as human beings conquer not only the physical world but are able to be more equitable, obviously, singularity in society is going to obviously always lean super left in that that's real socialism. Utopia is real socialism. I mean, oftentimes on both sides of the aisle here, at least here in America, this thought is sold to us of a utopian sort of world or whatever. Well, I mean, that's socialism, that's real socialism in that, something that's probably not achievable in our lifetime, quite honestly, just throwing that out there because again, there's a lot of people that are currently still around that subscribe to these kinds of archaic status quo, keep you in the dirt kind of thinking, I guess in it no fault to them in that I guess once there's no reason to exploit people, it must be then the only reason for peace. When there's no like reason, I guess, to exploit us all and use us for free labor or whatever, then I guess hey, I mean, what else are we going to do with people? Again, so ultimately, the story ends in socialism. I am the American from 2024, letting the whole world know that if there is to ever be any kind of unified peace amongst sovereign nations on this planet, that'll inevitably be socialism, and so regardless, I think socialism again is something that is very it's the thought of it is very nice. It's very comforting. It's sort of like a religious practitioner, like I would say, as it acknowledges my belief in God. It's comforting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But no, it really is. It's a comforting idea that so many people can relate to a kind of utopian existence, but aren't willing to discuss sort of how to get there and how getting there means not only treating people good but being equally and equitable to all people regardless of what you may or may not think, and so that's again, I think socialism is just too far a sell, as it concerns this country and the people that are living in it and the people that have power. And so I can't quite say I'm a socialist. I can't. What I can say is, as a social capitalist and as a registered independent voter, I really have really don't care about Democrats or Republicans. I mean, again, what a very interesting kind of a person I am. I mean, I'm a Catholic, but I'm also very much like very much and only exclusive like human rights, and like open borders and LGBTQ treatment and like all of these things, seriously, yeah, I'm a little bit more of a conservative guy. I've always identified that, I mean, a part of doing nothing is not being exciting. That's the whole thing. I get excitement from nothing, from the literal action of nothing. So I guess, in that kind of modern day definition, yeah, I fall right in there with kind of I'm staying home and watching YouTube videos and instead of like I don't know. I just know that socialism is an interesting topic. I know that I have read the Communist Manifesto. I have read the Capitalist Manifesto. I've not read. I'm not sure. I gotta look up the whole socialist doctrine. I know that in practice, socialism, as it's been tried, from my recollection, has only ended up in, like really hyper totalitarian and fascist and super hyper corrupt people that were unable to sort of make the ideology itself work in practice. And that's unfortunate, right? Because it speaks to the level of corruption that sets within most individuals' hearts as they are fed alternate sort of agendas from people who can afford to lobby in counterpart to what the idealist wants, right? And so socialism again is something that we should definitely talk about. I think socialism is again something that could possibly be, the next major sort of party, in that it has some ground. I mean, eventually there will need to be a socialist party. I don't think that's now. I don't think that's really, maybe 2100. Maybe, I mean, the way things go, the way things are, the way the world is, it's really important to keep that reality in mind. And I truly feel like this. I mean, I hope YouTube's still around in 2100. I think I told my roommate, seriously, and then I'm ending the video, it's sort of like my goal in life is to be 113 years old. And let me tell you why. And that's because I want to be the first person on record to chill with Mary Jane in 3 different centuries. So far it's the 20th century, the 21st century, and if all goes according to plan, then I'll be around in the year 2100. Hopefully on this platform, seriously, just smoking away, hopefully on my 100 billionth subscriber by then. I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting time. What a time to be alive. I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thank you very much for watching my channel. Again, check out this content creator, link in the description below. It's cool stuff. I subscribe to the content myself. I really enjoy hearing socialist values and ideals because, if anything, socialists point out what's wrong with capitalism and how liberalism and fascism are parts of capitalism. And, there are some just really interesting talking points as it concerns socialism. And so, if you want to be ahead of the human race by about 80 years, then I suggest you look into the topic, right? Seriously, no jokes. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thanks for watching my channel, okay? Bye.